Hi guys, my name's Anne, Tanya Mendez. Some of you know me as Anne, some of you know me as Tanya, but I think going forward, it doesn't really matter what you call me, but I will just tell you my preference for names, which is Tanya. So this is not exactly how I thought that this video would come about. The reason being is that I'm a workaholic and a perfectionist at hand. And I think that a lot of people probably struggle with the same thing that I do, which is that I have all these ideas in my head, but I tend to be the person who, when it comes to my job, it's like A, B, C, D, I'll get it done. But when it comes to my own personal endeavors, it seems like it takes forever for me, because I want everything to be perfect for me to start. If you guys watched my previous content series before, I did 75 Hard. And one thing that I really felt I learned was that I have all these skills and all this discipline within myself that I learned through that challenge. But it's very hard to maintain those things when you're working and you're living life and you don't want to ignore your friends or ignore social situations. From the time period I stopped 75 Hard, for the last 2.5 months, it's like I've been doing habits, but I haven't been doing them as consistently as I like, and I'm also going through not a particularly great season of my life. But what I decided was that if I want to radically transform my life, I want to be able to show people that it's not as difficult as what it seems. It's going to be difficult. I'm never going to say that it's not, but I won't be the one to cry on camera. I'll definitely tell you if I've had some emotional breakdown, but I want to show people that your habits and your goals are so interlinked to each other, and they don't define you, but they can help you to discover more about yourself and for you to learn more about the purpose and the reason why you're here. I know that some people don't believe in purpose, reason, rhyme, whatever, but one thing I do know is that hard work, consistency gets you places. So what I'm gonna do is that this is September 23rd. I filmed this on September 23rd. And September 23rd to January 1st is 100 days. And in the next 100 days, I want to show people show you the kind of habits that I want to do on a daily basis, which is, I have it right here in a notebook, which is that I want to drink a gallon of water. I want to drink green tea because I just like it and it helps body, makes me feel good. I want to at least meditate once a day, take my vitamins. I know that sounds like a really stupid one, but I will forget unless I have some time for prayer and God every day. I'm the type of person who likes to pray the rosary every day and do Bible study every day because it helps me and it brings me closer to the Holy Spirit and to Jesus in my life. I also want to do some form of physical exercise, gym, and in that it can help me to reach 10,000 steps. I want to do some form of self-care, which could be reading, a face mask, something, right? Something self-learning every day. So that's about 7 or 8 are daily habits that I want to incorporate in a more sustainable way, because when I did 75 Hard, it was great for the time being, but it was not something that was truly sustainable in the long, right? So that's one part of the video that I will do in the next 100 days. I'm being very honest with you. Today was not the particularly best day of my life. I think out of all these things, I probably did about 10 or 20% of what I wanted to do for my daily habits. And that's okay. It just matters that you continuously do something every day. And what sparked me to want to do this 100-day sort of journey is that during 75 Hard, I read a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear, and it talks about the concept of being 1% better. So rather than doing things sort of haphazardly and just not really building consistent habits, I thought to myself, why don't I look at my lifestyle? Why don't I look at the habits I want to build and the goals that I want to achieve and who I want to discover within myself and show you guys so that it can inspire you to do the same. So again, one part of it is building the habits that I just talked about. And the other part of it, that 1% better, which is why the series is named 100 Days of 1% Better, is that I have 3 goals that I want to accomplish in the next 100 days. which is one, to launch my podcast, which is overall a part of like building a brand, which means podcast, website, and just developing content on social media, which I really love. And the second is really work on like feeling confident in my own skin. One part of that is, reaching sort of have in my head, but it lies more than that. It lies more than just being fit or muscular or whatever I have envisioned in my head. It means about being confident in my own skin, and to embrace the beauty that I have within myself, so that when I go out, I don't feel like I'm hiding in a shell. And that also means improving my style, because I really feel I could definitely improve that. And the last one is to live my life fully. And all of this will intertwine with one another, and I think my habits will help me to build that. How I'm going to structure the videos over the next 100 days, this just being day one, sort of an introduction. And kind of like 20% here in terms of my daily habits, and this is what I've done to my goals. I hope that I see a transformation in myself in the next 100 days, and that I also hope you guys join me in that journey. So again, this is going to be a great journey, and I know that God and I'm going to have a lot of support, and I know that I will be able to do this. And a bit of advice or wisdom that I can give you, and this is a quote, and I think I'm going to end every video saying this quote. It's a quote that I made up. I think that I made it up, is that the world is a better place because of you. Make sure that you live up to it. And I think that everyone possesses the lives. It's just a matter of mindset, and it's a matter of how we go about change. That it doesn't come from ego, it doesn't come from pleasing other people, it doesn't come from doing what everybody thinks is the status quo or who you think you have to be. It comes from within yourself, and understanding, loving yourself, and embracing what God has truly given you, what Jesus has given you. I know that people may not agree with that because they don't share the same faith as me, but that's what I believe in, and I see that spirit in everyone. So this is day one of 100 days of being 1% better. See you next time.